When vZoom executes an assignment, all of the paths are stored in the version file and can be accessed in a variety of useful ways. To prepare a select analysis, left-click on Graphics, then choose Flow Bundle. The Flow Bundle window appears and you have the choice to select between private and public transport systems. For our example, we'll choose Private Transport, and in the drop-down to the right, we'll select the Link Network object. Next, select the link you want to evaluate in the network. This selects a link in one direction. Notice that the first line is populated in the dialog. Under Type is L for Link. The link number is listed and the demand segments for the flow bundle are displayed. Now click Execute to run the flow bundle. The result shows assignment flows that use the link. In other words, you can see where vehicles come from and go to that use this segment of roadway. We can make the analysis more complex by adding more terms. Notice that we have an OR statement in the first column. If we want to add another link, say the link in the opposite direction of that selected, we highlight the OR line with the left mouse click, and then select the new link in the same way we did before and execute the flow bundle. Notice that we did not need to reassign the network. vZoom saves all the paths, and this feature is powerful and saves a great deal of time in the evaluation of networks. The OR allows us to add objects where the condition is such that if a flow uses either object, the criteria are satisfied. We may also use an AND statement, where both conditions must be satisfied. First, we'll initialize our flow bundle by left-clicking on Initialize. Then we'll select Main Zone in the drop-down menu and choose a main zone. In our case, we'll go ahead and leave origin traffic checked and click OK, but we have the option to evaluate both origins and destinations or either independently. Next, while keeping the first line with the main zone information highlighted, choose Link in the Object drop-down, and then select an outbound link in the vicinity of the zone and click Execute. The output display flows that originate from the selected main zone that use the selected link. This is a good way to quantify impacts from changes in land use and on a particular transportation facility. We may initialize the flow bundle or keep it active in our window by closing this dialog. We'll initialize and close the flow bundle window. The last item in this lesson is the Private Transport Path object. Select the PRT object in the Network Objects menu. Select Paths at the top of the Paths window and scroll through the paths for the assignment. You may auto-zoom to scan the selected paths and look at them in the listings. You may add, delete, and edit paths. This is important if you are replicating demand and assignment for a transportation impact analysis. To edit the shape of a path, in the Edit mode, select a path, then right mouse click and choose Edit Shape. For the portions of the path you wish to remain the same, hold the Control key down and select the nodes where you want the path to remain the same. Next, left mouse click and drag the path to the location you desire and release. Your path is now drawn based on parameters in the Edit Path Shape dialog. You may accept the altered path by clicking OK or Cancel to do it again. If you open parameters, you may establish some general rules for the way the shape of the path is modified when edited. There are a variety of ways to evaluate data in vZoom and display them graphically. In this lesson, we will demonstrate some of the ways you can view data in vZoom from some typically desired measures used in planning and engineering analysis. Here is an example of volume to capacity ratio display. Next, a flow bundle with zone origin and destination pie charts. The following is an example of node delay. Next is a display of the assignment by demand segment. When you create graphical displays, be sure to save them for later use and store them in your project directory so they are available in the graphic parameter drop-down. Screen lines are a way travel demand modelers evaluate travel sheds, refine and check assignment and trip distribution models during calibration and validation, and measure growth in forecasting. To create a screen line, click on the Insert mode and choose the Screen Line Network object. Left-click to draw your screen line and give it shape. When finished, right mouse-click to establish the screen line. The arrow points in the direction of traffic, but we may also evaluate traffic against the direction of the screen line, so there is no need to create two screen line objects. Next, we'll add capacity and link volumes in the direction of the screen line and against it. We are able to evaluate the amount of traffic traveling along this cordon and available capacity. If we have link counts along our screen line cordon, we can add it and measure how close we are in aggregate when comparing field observations and model output. Traveler demand modelers often find it necessary to evaluate assignment results by area, air quality analysis, by subregion, by jurisdiction, and by study area are some examples of the need to examine output from the model for defined areas. In vZoom, we may perform this by using territory indicators. First, we need to define our territories, and then in the Calculate menu item, we select Procedures and create a new procedure under the miscellaneous items called Territory Indicators. There are no further parameters to establish, but once executed, you may view the resultant data in the territory listings under Basis. Vehicle miles, hours, and delay of travel are common measures, but many attributes are available for view and export to spreadsheets and databases.